Welcome back to Sassy University, and today we're diving deep into the world of branding. Do you know what it is? Do you know why it's important for your business? Ready? It's going to be a good one, so let's go. First up, branding. What is it? Imagine your brand as a person. How does it look? How does it speak? Those answers should come from asking the main question: who is your brand speaking to? Think like them. What do these people eat in the morning? What podcasts do they listen to? What movies do they watch? What are their fears and desires related to their business? Figuring out who you're talking to on a deep level isn't easy, and it takes some time, but once you establish that, you really need to stick to it. Your brand should feel the same whether on your website, social media, and even your packaging. Branding should also generate an emotional connection. Like, your brand should evoke emotions that connect with your audience on a deep level. Again, one example for us is like inspiration. Owning a business is hard. Business owners like to consume information that gets them inspired so they can make it through another busy week. So it makes sense for us to include inspirational content in our content marketing. You see how that works? But other examples are like Apple's innovation or Disney's magic. These are two great examples because people feel very strongly about Apple products, and Disney fans are crazy. Believe me, I know. And by the end of this video, I want you to understand why strong branding plays such a crucial role in the brand's success. How do you think Starbucks is getting away with charging $8 for a cup of coffee? It ain't the beans. No, they're writing your names on the cups and they're calling it out for all to hear, and you love that and you know it. Another great way to look at branding is that it is the story of your business, and everyone loves a good story. So what's yours? Make it authentic and engaging, and people will want to be part of it. Airbnb began when the founders rented out their mattress in the living room to help pay for rent. Now it's revolutionized the way people travel. Elon, as crazy as he is, had a mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy and prove that electric cars could be better than gasoline-powered cars. The owner of Patagonia started as a way to create climbing gear that wouldn't harm the environment. Today, Patagonia is a leader in environmental and social responsibility. See what I mean? Find your story. All right. Before we continue, we've got a whole syllabus of sassy wisdom coming your way. So hit that subscribe button now and consider it your official enrollment in Sassy University. Back to class. Positioning. Think of positioning as the special spot your brand occupies in a customer's mind. It's how people think of your brand compared to others. For an example, Volvo is positioned as the safest car brand, and when people think of Volvo, they're thinking of safety. Toyota is known for, say it with me, dependability. You see how that works? Differentiation. Differentiation is what makes your brand unique and stand out from the crowd. It's like your brand's own personality and style that no one else has. And you can understand why customers would choose your brand over someone else's. In simple terms, positioning is where your brand stands in people's minds, and differentiation is what makes your brand uniquely its own. Value proposition. Your brand needs to communicate your business's unique value. It answers the big question: why should I choose you? Target audience. Know who you're talking to, but like I said, on a deep level. Your brand should be a love letter to your ideal customer, speaking directly to their needs and desires. So just like Nike speaks to athletes and Tesla speaks to those who love innovation and sustainability. What does your brand stand for? Who is it speaking to? Adaptability and evolution. So markets change, trends shift, and your brand should be flexible enough to move with the times while staying true to its core. Another example, Barbie. The motto is that Barbie can be anything, but with the body-conscious movement, Barbie had to adapt to a more realistic body type in order to move with the time. Cohesive messaging. So again, consistency. Whether it's a tweet or a billboard, your message should be cohesive and unmistakably you. Like if you see a red billboard with only the words enjoy written on it, you immediately know which soda is standing behind that billboard. It's unmistakably Coca-Cola. Quality and professionalism. Your brand is a promise of quality. It tells your customer, you can trust us to deliver. Apple's quality is consistent even with their cool packaging, and you come to expect it, and when it doesn't deliver, you're left disappointed. All right, now for visual elements. There's a lot of different key visual elements in branding, and we're going to go in the list, and we're going to name them, and then we're going to go into detail about each one. So key visual elements are the logo, the color palette, patterns, typography, image and photography style, graphic elements, and then lastly, we'll talk about brand guidelines. First, your logo. Your logo is the face of your brand. It's the most recognizable part of your visual identity. A good logo is memorable, simple, and versatile. It should work in various sizes across various different platforms, from business cards, again, to billboards. And an example is Nike's Swoosh. It's simple, it's memorable, and it's instantly recognizable worldwide. It's an inspiration. We have a separate video just about logos. It's perfect for business owners, whether you have a logo or not, and for designers who are eager to master the art of creating logos that inspire us every day. Make sure you go back and you check it out. The link in the comments, and then I'll also tag it up here. Is it up here? It's up here. I'll leave it tagged up here at the end of this video so you can easily click and move on to the next one. Now for the color palette. Think of how important Tiffany's blue is. Colors evoke emotions and feelings. Coca-Cola, again, is synonymous with its vibrant red, which is energetic and bold. Typography. This includes the fonts you use in your logo, on your website, and in all your marketing materials. Apple and Coke didn't sponsor this video, but hey. So Apple has a very clean and modern type that they use, and it reflects with their brand, while Coke has a super unique typeface. Anytime you see it, you'll immediately know it belongs to Coke. Lastly, brand guidelines. All this is a specific set of rules that explains how your brand works, and the reason of it is to maintain consistency. It's a manual for your brand, and it can be very specific. We typically advise clients to order brand guidelines with their logo project and send it out anytime they're working with a third party who will be using their logo, like a magazine, a uniform company, or other designers who maybe are working on flyers, brochures, stickers, etc., anything for your brand. Brand voice and personality. Your brand has a personality. Is it fun and quirky like us, or more serious and authoritative? It wouldn't make sense for a brand like Chuck E. Cheese to have a very serious and corporate personality. Like, you get it? Make sure it speaks in a way that resonates with your audience. Last but not least, customer experience and service. Your brand is defined by how you treat customers. Exceptional service isn't optional, it's expected. People will literally buy from Amazon directly instead of buying from the manufacturer because they know Amazon has their back. I believe that we've done a solid job at explaining what branding is, why it's important, and what makes for strong branding. And now that you know those things, you can answer the question, does your brand have it? Just hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell. Why? Because in Sassy University, the lessons are endless, and trust us, you don't want to be late for this class. Until next time, and remember, marketing should be sassy.